On today's episode, yes, that is a Kiwi accent, best accent in the world, the inside scoop on England's next opponent, the mighty Manusina Samoa. What's life like living with England's centre, Meg Jones? Nobody knows, except one person that we'll chat to. And, for the love of great Scotland, what a performance from last weekend. Wow. Thank you. That was world champion Ruby Tui. Oh, world champion. It still gets me every time. And this is Celia Quansah. I am joined by my mates today. And this episode is brought to you by Royal London, the founding partner of the first ever British and Irish Lions women's team. Ruby, we're finally in person. Drop a beat in there somewhere. It's so cool, bro. I'm so happy to be here. Like, I'm so happy to see people, like real life people in person. It's pretty rare these days, social media there.
I know. Especially come from the other side of the world. Literally the other side of the world.
30 hours to be here just for you, but who's counting?
Stop it. But we're also joined by Celia Quansah.
Woo! Hey guys!
Sorry, Olympian, Ealing Trailfinders Rugby, and the most famous wag.
That's the most important part of that whole session.
So do you want me to intro you again and start with Celia Quansah, most famous wag in the world, Olympian, and Ealing Trailfinders Rugby player.
Yeah, just shove them down to the bottom.
Welcome to the show.
Thanks for having me.
So should we just clarify, who are you a wag of?
Miss Megan Jones.
Megan, you Megan.
Show Megan.
Yeah. Okay, welcome. Have you two met? Sevens?
We have.
We were literally we sat down before, we're like, when was the last time we seen each other? And also like playing against each other is different to like partying.
Yeah.
You know? Being like social, you know. And we thought it was Tokyo Olympics, was the last time we
played
each other, but the last time we like had a good time was in Japan on the 7 series.
Yeah, that was such a good night, wasn't
best
it?
time ever, by the way. Like any kind of rugby game or thing in Japan.
Yeah.
And the whole World Series would take over this tiny little karaoke bar, bottom, like this tiny little bit of Kitakyushu. And I thought England won the way I remember them partying, but you said you came second.
We did. Well, we basically won that final. It was definitely a forward pass, but anyway.
Yeah. No, honestly, it was like a real, if you went into their room, they were their champions. You know?
That's what matters, eh? And was it England or Great Britain at the time?
It was England at the time.
Okay.
Yeah.
So a little while ago.
Yeah.
It was England.
Nice. So for those who don't know, Celia, you might know, you know?
I know a little bit. She's pretty all right, handy rugby player.
Not bad,
you know?
like Olympic level.
Like low-key
like
Olympic.
GB7s.
Like literally the
World Series.
top you could get to. Yeah, 100%.
So as much as, yes, wag. Pretty decent with an egg-shaped ball in your hand too.
Thank you. Very kind.
Ruby, we have brought you to the most famous rugby pub in the world for your initiation party.
This is so sick. Like I thought
Crisps.
I heard Cabbage Patch. I thought it was like a kids show or something. I get here, it's like the coolest rugby bar I've ever been to. Party? Is it a party?
It's a party.
It's initiation party.
It's what party?
Initiation.
Whoa! This is gonna go well.
I learned pundit and now I learned initiation. One thing that stuck out is on the walls here, they've got all the great red roses, like all the red roses out the front. They've got all the World Cup end scores, everybody who scored a try and the exact scoreline. It doesn't have gender up there, by the way, which is really cool. It just has the 3 World Cups you guys have won. And beautiful Alicia made us squash, which I learned is cordial or juice. And I was drinking my squash and I just about choked because Scares, so Emily Scarra and Marley Packer are on the wall in there and it's got everybody's debut. They debuted in 2008.
Was you even
we
alive?
Were all
Don't
children,
out them like
bro.
that. Don't out them
like I just choked on my screen. And it's got 2000. All the others like 07 and the end date. It's got 2008 present. Damn, Scares and Marley Packer, you legends, bro.
Skaz on a 5th World Cup. You realise that 5. That's a lot.
I need a
World
rest.
Cup.
I'm tired just thinking about it. Jeebus.
In the Red Roses, it's a tradition. Do you have the same in sevens when initiation on the bus on the way home?
Yeah.
You got to sing a song.
I hate it.
Mate, say Lisa, how long was it?
Should we ask her to sing one?
Yeah,
or-
absolutely. When it's not me, it's absolutely fine.
do you have a little song or just a little performance of some sort?
What does everyone sing?
Wonderwall is pretty
Yeah,
because then everyone will
Wonderwall.
get on board.
How does it go again? Can
Oasis.
you help me?
Mr. Brightside.
Oh
Do you know
yeah,
that
Mr.
one?
Brightside.
I literally just know those 2 words from that song.
Okay.
What's a rapper
What
here?
about
Stormzy.
Denamana iwi owe
Oh, okay.
tato tato
You know the words.
to Denamana iwi owe tato tato
Wow.
Is this your initiation, Shaunagh?
Shaunagh? Mete raroa enga iwi kia patapatahi
Kia kotahira. Tato, tato, eh. Oh my gosh, Shaunagh.
Tato Buddha Kiyamo.
Xiaowahi. That is, I am in awe and shock. I am so happy you just sang that.
I think we need a round of
Round of
applause.
applause from the studio audience.
Stop it.
People in New Zealand don't even sing it that well.
So I learned that in primary school. We had a Kiwi primary school teacher.
Why even get me on the show, fam? She already knows Māori waiata. I'm out of here. See you later. I'll come back next episode. Bro, I learned that in primary school.
I
The
did.
heck?
But because we had a Kiwi primary school teacher, and it always stuck with me.
What's her name?
But can't remember that. remember the whole.
Remember the
song.
important things.
Yeah, she taught one of the men's ones as well, but save that for another day.
That is so I didn't even learn that in primary school.
No,
What the heck? What
Well,
the heck?
what can I say?
Who knew?
cultured. I'm cultured.
This is my guy. We live opposite sides of the world. This is my guy. Celia, next episode I'm expecting more.
don't worry,
I'm
guys.
expecting
Sorry,
more.
Celia,
okay?
feeling a little bit
Set a bar
left out right now, but it's okay. I'll be better next time.
Wow, man. That was amazing. Anyway.
Right now, Celia, all eyes on you. It's your turn to be introduced and talk about why you're here. You're going to be popping in and out of an episode
Yeah.
when you can fit us in
Yeah.
between following Meg around the country. You're going to be the wag.
The wag. It's an intense schedule, guys. It really is.
Talk to us about what is it?
So yeah, it's been
But
tough.
also
obviously.
not just like logistical. I want like you have to message her at certain times. You have to make sure she receives certain things.
Okay.
The whole
Logistical and spiritual.
Being a wag.
All right. I'll take you through the journey.
Yes,
So-
the journey. We all love a journey. We all love a journey.
Love the journey. So guys, it's been a long pre-season. It's been really tough. Obviously, you know, we had the first pre-season game down in Leicester, my old stomping ground. No, I'm on you. It's been good. I mean, I've been traveling the country. I went off to France. When was that? A few weeks ago.
Wow.
All rolls
Landed in
into one, doesn't
Bordeaux. It all does. No, girls, that was actually probably one of the worst journeys of my life. It's not all glamorous around here. It's really not.
You went to France. It sounds amazing.
As in
Yeah.
England played France in France.
Oh yeah.
Ooh.
Northern Hemisphere rugby. What?
Yeah. Well, that sounds amazing.
Hey, see, now I feel left out. It's great. It's equality around here, man.
No, it was. But do you know what? So I flew on the same day, got there to the airport when I arrived in Bordeaux. Didn't realise how long the journey was going to be from Bordeaux to Mont-de-Marsan, which is where they were playing, in a little village somewhere. I ended up walking 40 minutes in 35-degree heat. I'd done my makeup on the train. I thought, oh, nice, this is going to be great. Like, get there, ready, can go straight to the game. But by the time I got there, I'm not joking, I was dripping. Like, I was soaked through in sweat. Because
Was it raining?
Yeah.
in sweat. There was no taxis around this place. So,
Are you by yourself, or was it other
I was
wags?
by
As like a group of
myself.
wags?
No, I was actually by myself.
Damn.
Yeah, it was a sad time. But anyway, we got to the hotel. We made it to the game. Great game, may I add. And then now we're in for the real deal.
Sorry about that, peeps. We just had to take a brief interlude because classic British fashion. It started raining, so we've repositioned and we're going again. Celia, you were talking about your horrific journey to France. So just in general, what is it like? So imagine doing that journey. How much time do you actually get to spend with Meg once you get to France?
I know. Do you know what? I think because I get it, we were just chatting a little bit then, but because I get it, I've been there, I've done it. I understand that actually you don't really get to spend much time with the players, obviously outside camp. And then if you go and visit them or if you go and watch a game, realistically, they've got stuff to do. So, you know, you're going out there and you're probably going to see them for like 5 minutes. But I was actually lucky in this sense. It was a warm-up game, had a bit more time. And Mitch is actually really good at like allowing players to go and see their family and spend time with their loved ones, which is so nice and refreshing because it's not always like that.
Oh, Kiwis, it's a Kiwi thing.
Yeah, probably
do you get
is.
to do that anyway?
Oh, look, I think it's in rugby culture and at home anyway. I don't know about you guys, but it's for your family. It's for all the people that have helped you. So if you get to the top and there's zero, you don't schedule anything in your rugby camps for it, like kind of doesn't make sense. So I definitely know it's a big thing back home. Like Wayne Smith was massive last World Cup too. It's any chance where resourcing allows and doesn't take too much focus off, bring them in. Like, Mum's got 1,000 questions. Let us all answer them.
Yeah. Take the load off me.
Do you have scheduled family scheduled they're allowed into camp time?
Yeah, so especially with mothers, like children of absolutely, you know, I think, I don't know how men's rugby camps roll, but in our female Black Friends camps anyway, if you're a mum, that's part of your identity. We're all mums, we're all aunties now. And if we can 100%, especially before a big World Cup, like family dinner, bro, family jersey presentation, family, like it's for them. So let's show them. But I will say, I think it's clutch that you are an amazing rugby player too with Meg being a WAG. This is a shout out to all the WAGs and HABs out there. We love you and appreciate you, but it's a big job to sign up for. And if you plan on being a HAB or WAG, just put this in your notes, hey. Like the schedule's quite busy. Shaunagh used to send your schedule out, hey. Like you gotta factor that in there. But I think it's great that Mitch is doing that, the Red Roses coach, because it's massive in New Zealand, man.
So with it being a home World Cup, are they allowed out of camp to see you, or do you have to sort of fully go into them?
They are allowed out. Like it's not prison, but
it's like not a lock on their doors.
Like we said, like it's just finding the time. So I think they get like a couple of days off or a day off maybe per week, and then after a game. So it was really nice. After the Sunderland game, I was able to go and stay with Meg, which was really nice, and just have a bit of time then, because otherwise, like, you know, it's been like I said, a long preseason, not for me, for the girls, but it's just like I've barely seen her. I've had like a couple of days like here and there. So I think for them as well, like imagine being away from your family for that long and then having to go and perform on the biggest stage. Like I think it's important for them as well as us. But yeah, like it was really nice. And then I think after a couple of the other games, like in Brighton and stuff, hopefully we'll be able to see the girls after. Yep. I think they can pop home for a day or two and then they're back in.
You know, people listen to us like, a day, is that all? But I know really you know, we all know a day.
Yeah.
God, that is huge.
I know. But no, it is nice. And all the girls as well are like just so lush. And they all, I think Olivia Stunt's little girl was in this morning as well.
And when you say Stunts, just to clarify,
Sarah Hunter, the legend. Yeah, she was in with them, I think, this morning as well. So it's just so nice, like having that connection to back home as well.
Yeah, nice.
Does England get their own rooms?
No, shared.
No. So the only time we did was COVID. So I had a lovely time because I love being by myself.
Yeah, nice.
No offense.
No, it is nice when you're in camp for that long.
Meg was Ruby's player of the match last week, and we know what she can do on pitch. Everyone sees that week in, week out. We know what she can do on socials as a person, but what is she like off the pitch and to live with?
Do you know what? I actually do get this question quite a lot because everyone's always like, God, like, how do you deal with that? They're like, no. Is she like that all the time?
And you're in trouble.
Yeah, I'm not have a girlfriend anymore. No, but do you know what? She's actually not. She does chill out. I don't know how anyone could be like that all the time. She's actually really chill, like at home. I mean, you know what she's like? She's just a joker and like always, having a laugh. And she obviously, that doesn't disappear, but she chills out. She loves spending time with our little dog Joey. Shout out Jojo. But yeah, she's just like, I don't know, she just loves family, like just a normal cow, I suppose. I don't know.
So okay, do you get breakfast in bed? Is she like the loving, caring, romantic
she is
type?
Caring. She is actually. Yeah, she's really sweet. And I think
sorry, you
really
sound surprised by that yourself. Like, she is that? Yeah. She, now I think about it. She actually.
No, I know, because it's funny. I think not everyone sees that side to her, but she is obviously. Yeah, like she does have a really caring side, and she's like been really sweet obviously, again, we haven't really seen much of each other, but like she bought me flowers before she went away, and like I don't know, just like cute stuff.
Cute.
But she's also like, she knows as well that like I'm gonna want to speak to her in camp. I know that there is time. Like, you know, it's
You've
time,
been there,
but I know there's time at times. So if she didn't ring me, then
yeah. Okay, at home, say she's been home for a couple of weeks, and so have you. What, like, you know, what chores at home? Like, does she do dishes? You do washing? She does, or what? Like, what's the go-to for you two?
Yeah, it works quite well. So I cook, she cleans.
Nice.
So it's a good dynamic, and it's working well for us. So can't complain, to be honest. Is
she just a really big cook and you?
Yeah, true. Yeah, I just don't want to eat her food now, Jake. No, she's all right, but I think she just hates it, and I actually enjoy it, so it works. And yeah, she's really tidy and like, yeah, a bit of a more tidy than I am.
Okay, and so what kind of spectator are you? Are you know, you've been there, you've done it, you watch with your fingers? Are you analysing a game every time she touches a ball? I'm just there for a good time.
Yeah. No. Do you know what? Again, in France, when she scored, Lizzie was sat next to me, Lizzie Golden, and she was like, she just scored. I was like, oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, nice, Meg. So I did miss it. I watched it on the replay, though, so you can't.
Sorry, does she know that you missed it, or have you just admitted to that?
That's a good question. She knows
well,
now.
She does now.
No, do you know what? I obviously, like, I get so nervous, and I think especially in this World Cup, like, I'm really nervous for the team. I think, like, not that I don't know. It's just a lot of pressure, isn't it? Like, I know they're absolutely fine. I speak to Meg, and she's like, "No, I'm not nervous. Like, I'm fine." And I'm sitting there like, "Oh my god." But yeah, I think I get nervous. Obviously, it's a physical game as well. I'm just like, pray every time that she gets out okay. But no, I'm not sitting there being like a rugby nose. I'm just enjoying the game.
So what about that last Six Nations game, England-France?
Oh my God.
Yeah, how was you then?
Yeah, that was stressful.
1 point in it.
That was really stressful. But do you know what? I actually, like, I don't feel like, in my opinion, the score actually reflected the game. Like, I felt like England were actually really in control.
I agree.
But then I looked at the score and I was like, oh my God, how has this happened? But that was nerve-wracking, but obviously pulled it out the bag.
I feel like there's typical French rugby though, eh? Like, they're just so sporadic. Like, it's really difficult to kind of gauge, because I agree. Thought English, you know, structurally and everything looked really in control, but then just France, bro, like,
I know,
man, they're just hectic.
It's like one day they're ready to win a World Cup final, and the next day they can just about score a try.
No, well, that's it.
And they're okay with all of the above.
Yeah.
That's all right.
We'll go again.
Yeah, literally, we'll go again. That's right. This episode is brought to you in association with Mitsubishi Electric, proud partners of Women in Rugby and of Women's Rugby World Cup 2025. Every year, rugby loses out and many promising young female players. In a sport that's still growing, financial rewards and job security can be a gamble, forcing lots of women to face incredibly tough decisions in their careers and about whether they can carry on with their sport. Celia, you've had about 7 jobs, it seems, and now you play rugby for Trailfinders. How do you balance that? Have Trailfinders given you a job as part of your playing contract?
Yeah, so yeah, I'm really lucky. So when I stopped playing sevens last year, obviously I was full-time for a while, which was amazing. But I stopped the sevens, went over to 15s, and I had a part-time job that was 3 days a week, and I could do that alongside playing. And then now that I've signed for Trailfinders, they've given me a marketing role, which is great because that's something that I want to get into in the future. And it's just given me like a few more like opportunities to get some experience, because, you know, when you're playing, you don't have much time to go out and get a full-time job. Or it's tough to do that. A lot of players actually do, but it is tough. And yeah, it's just great to be able to like do everything in one place.
So have you started that job yet?
Yes, I have.
And how, like, 'cause I'm already thinking of when I used to do it, it was all about the conversations and being very open and honest and saying, like, actually, preferably I wouldn't work this day, and how awkward that can be to say, oh, sorry, I can't work Mondays, Tuesdays, Thursdays or Saturdays. But and for me, I was speaking to non-rugby people, and I was lucky in that, you know, I work for people who completely got it. But have you had to have those conversations that are tough before, and how is it now you're working with and for rugby people?
Yeah, so it has been tough. I think I've been really fortunate in terms of the people that I am working for. So I work with B5 Consultancy, their class, and they work in sports. So they get it. It's a remote job anyway, so it's really flexible, and they understand that, you know, I might have training at whatever time, and it means that I have to clock off a bit early and I can pick up my hours at another time. So I've been really fortunate in that, but I know for so many players it's not that's not the case. You know, they're working in schools, they have set times, all of this. So yeah, I've been really lucky, and now that I'm working with trail finders, like it's so handy that they get it, and I can kind of tailor my hours now around rugby. Like we're in from 1 o'clock now, so it's not easy to get a full working day done before 1. Do you know what I mean? But it is great. It's just, yeah, it's good to work with people that get it.
Yeah, completely. And I can relate to that too, because it can be hard, but finding the right group of people to work with and for, game changer.
Yeah.
As a supporter of women in rugby and official partners of the Women's Rugby World Cup, Mitsubishi Electric are looking to solve some of those problems and create opportunities for young women to thrive both on and off the pitch, inspiring the next generation of players and supporting World Rugby's ambition to grow the women's game. To find out more about what Mitsubishi Electric are doing to support the women's game, visit parallelpotential.com. Should we talk a little bit about last weekend as a whole? So Ruby and I did speak about England, USA, and then the other games took place afterwards. So Celia, what was your peak and pit of the opening weekend?
So peak, I have to say, I actually think that was the best game of women's rugby I've ever been to.
Really?
Like, genuinely, it was unreal.
It was an amazing game.
Sunderland, wow, like they pulled it out of the bag. It was such a good atmosphere. Like, it was so loud. I also said the crowd, like, it was, we get a lot of families at women's games, which is amazing. But I got there and it was like groups of friends, groups of guys. Like, it was such a different crowd.
Mixture
And it was so nice to see, so many people just enjoying rugby. So that was definitely a peak. And then honestly, it's so hard to think of a pit, to be honest. And the only thing I can think of was that I got on my train and I didn't have a seat, and it was a 4-hour train.
Ooh.
I know. Savage.
So you stood for 4 hours?
So I found a seat.
You pushed over a granny,
Literally, I was like, I can't be standing. No. But yeah, honestly, like, I can't think of anything. Like, it was so good.
Oh, the journey. I'll take the journey.
Yeah.
It's quite a slug up there. But it's okay. We're putting rugby on the road. Ruby?
I agree with Celia. So many peaks, like an amazing first opening weekend. Like, congratulations to all the organisers of the Rugby World Cup 25. Like, it was such a hit, so many hits. Like I told you, you know, almost a bit of a pit. I thought Emery could have come out of a helicopter or like parachuted or something. So many peaks, bro. I think, actually, one game will be both of mine because I think they'll understand. The peak was Scotland versus Wales, basically their final, like to get into the quarters. So like the peak was Scotland's backline. Their moves were designed personally for that Welsh backline, bro. Like, it was personal. And then so my pit is Wales. I feel like they'll be gutted. And you know, we talked about Calendar. I feel in the BBC warm-up show, I think she did all she could. She got the first try, but you know, I think Wales are going to look back and then just be real gutted, especially because how the last World Cup ended. You know, they're as good as each other. It was just, you know, Scotland had, I can imagine what their camp would have been, bro. Like, I'm going to watch Netflix. No, you're not. You're watching Wales. You know, like, they just analyse. So, yeah, peak and a pit for that. I got so many, but I think that game was quite important in the scheme of the Rugby World Cup.
I'd go, so I didn't get to Sunderland to watch the game because I was at a watch party down south. Nice. And that was a peak in that, again, that for people watching it. So it was full. It was packed out. Tables had to be booked, and the owner said they sold out their tables within an hour of advertising them. And it's just that mixture of so many different types of people. Then there was walk-ins as well. It's like, oh, the rugby's on, let's just go and have a look. And loads of people around. And then I'd say my pit was probably related to my peak, and I didn't get up Sunderland.
Oh yeah, bro.
It was nice to hold the fort down south because somebody had to do it, and I did a little sofa tour in the morning, BBC, ITV, all that. But opening game of the World Cup.
I know.
I don't want that.
God.
But it's okay.
There's more to come.
You girls were there.
And you'll be at the rest of the finals. So.
Yeah, I'll be at the final.
Yeah, we'll be at the final. So.
Try to stop me. It's literally down the road. Celia, during our last Six Nations coverage, we had Maud's eye view. He would give us the insights. Yeah. I think we're going to go with Celia's sightings.
Oh, nice.
Did you get anything for Celia's sightings this week? That's going to be a tongue twister. What do we see on Celia's sightings this week?
So I think it's Rosie Gallagher's brothers that were sat directly behind me. And when Ellie scored that ridiculous try where she, I think, nutmegged.
Oh, yeah, and then off of her knee.
Yeah, off her knee, as you do, casual. They were doing like the cowboy thing behind me, and it just cracked me up. So I thought, how has it got this far that people are actually just joining in on celebration? But I love it. Why not?
Lovely. Thank you for joining us today on
Celia's Sightings.
Ruby, you've already mentioned them.
Yes.
Scotland on the weekend. Let's do a bit of For the Love of Scotland appreciation.
Great Scotland.
What did you think of them?
They were great.
Okay, next question.
No, look, I think especially as a back, like, I don't know if you agree, Celia, just those moves were personal. Like, they just it's like they looked up and they were like, oh, she's going to stand there. Right. We're just going to put, the blind winger straight through their hole and like a knife through butter, It was pretty amazing. The lines of awe, like, it was just, it was personal on the weekend.
And Celia, you played with hat-trick hero Fran McGee at Leicester. What's she like to play with?
She is class, to be fair. She is class. And I just want to give a shout out to Stephen Shingler, who is our backs coach at Ealing, who is coaching
interesting.
Scotland at the moment for their attack.
Interesting.
So I think they made a massive step up, I would agree.
And is that a new thing? Can we attribute Scotland's backline success on the weekend to him? Just saying.
I don't know, but I would say so.
Maybe it's a coincidence. Maybe it's not.
It was beautiful to watch.
It was really good. Yeah,
like Thompson trumping up that midfield, squeezing them in, and then Fran McGee's lines just coming around once they'd narrowed up that D. It was just like, I don't know. Maybe it's just a blind winger
You
thing.
do look so happy.
Bro, I was watching the game. I was like, oh man, cool. What's gonna happen? And then I was just like. This was planned. Like, they don't even need to call the moves at training, because they already know what they're going to go through. It was
really
so
good.
beautiful to watch.
And Ruby, New Zealand versus Spain.
Española.
How was it watching?
I tell you what, like, being there live, I should have expected it because at the Football World Cup that was just in New Zealand, I went to a couple of Spanish games. And you can't even hear the commentary live at the ground because the fans are just so loud. Bro, they wouldn't stop. It was so cool to see, this. Like, I think the stadium sold out about 7,500. 6,500 were Spanish. It was an absolute Red Sea out there. And the other thing is there was a lot of black jerseys, but as Kiwis, like, we're quite quiet. So like when the Spanish went off, we were just like, oh, righto. Sweet ass, like up the blackface, it was
that turn.
It was quite cute. I think you could just hear me like yelling at Aish. So, look, if you were to ask them, was that the start we ideally wanted? No, was the answer. But I do think we got a lot of scenarios that if they're going to happen anywhere, they're going to happen at a World Cup. 53 minutes in, Kipes goes down, Olsen Baker with her ankle, which she's actually just come back from. 63 minutes, Aish wants a rest. She's the boss of the back line, so she's actually our club captain. So whatever she says goes.
So when you say she wants a rest...
Do you say at the club nights or anything in Red Roses? And there's like club captain?
Yeah.
So she's, whatever she says, just goes.
Okay.
Wait, what do you mean?
Just someone who's not necessarily the on-pitch captain, but represents the club everywhere you go. But then what's that got to do with the rest? Because you mentioned the rest.
She takes it personally that she's club captain and thinks that it means she's captain. So like in all the interviews, they're like, captain, she literally will stand up. I'm like, sis, also, no flalo. Sit down. That's Lou. That's for Ruahe.
So you're just outing.
Bro, this isn't even. I'm not even out. Everybody in Black Friends knows. Like, Aisha genuinely believes in her heart she's captain.
This is the inside. Why we've got you here.
Like when the BBC's like captain and they don't say Aisha Leti Inga, she's like, what the hell? Like, do these people know what they're doing?
She is.
No, she doesn't know what pundit means either, but she knows what club captain means. Anyway, so. For the last quarter of an hour, the Black Ferns find themselves at their opening World Cup game at Rugby World Cup 25 with 13 players. So 13 v 15 against Spain. I don't know if many people noticed actually, especially for about the first 5 minutes of it. Like,
you say anyone, as in even the players?
I swear, because I think the Spanish team, because they were kicking a lot, that their 10 I really thought was going to stand up, and she definitely did with her boot. But I think if they knew earlier, they would have started again. Thank goodness they didn't. And all props to them. They scored a try in the 82nd minute, I think, which was awesome for them. I think we saw the elation and the emotion on their face. But I think the cobwebs have got to be blown out in that first game. And it's like a nerves thing. I don't know if you felt it at the Olympics or at the Rugby World Cup last time, but the first game's like, you just feel everything.
Yeah.
You can talk about it as much as you want, and there's pressure and we don't care and whatever. You feel it. You feel it all. So I think that was the game for the Black Ferns.
This podcast is presented by Royal London, the founding partners of the first ever British and Irish Lions women's team. This World Cup is going to be the first opportunity for players to really put their hats in the ring. So today we're going to talk about the inside backs. Lions Watch, potential British and Irish Lions. 9s, 10s, 12s.
This is cool. Look, I mean, I know you just want to talk about England this whole time, but, I think 9s, Kira Bevins put her hand up. I love the way Lane for Ireland has come off the bench in their halfback spot, brings energy. I guess you got to put Zoe and Holly in that 10.
Sorry, you sound really sad about that.
It's just like, I'm just getting sick of it, eh? Like everywhere I go.
Can I counter you for a 10? Especially as the future on future. Dana O'Brien of Ireland.
Oh, bro. Dana O'Brien, especially as an outside back, having that left foot, and it's a huge left foot, bro. Like, she can get them out of anywhere. So I think it really causes headaches when you're defending in those outside back channels. I think, too, if you chuck Dana O'Brien in with the likes of Holly and Zoe, all of their playmaking ability, their silky smooth skill set, I think the British and Irish Lions could create greatness, right? Because the British and Irish Lions for women is just beginning. So it's kind of like women's rugby a few years ago. You got this blank slate, bro. Yeah. You can create legends out of thin air. So it's kind of the selectors in particular for this first run. They got a bit of responsibility on their shoulders. So I think Dana O'Brien would be a great pick.
Yeah, nice. Would you go any 12s stand out for you?
I am going to go Lisa Thompson.
Okay. So you sound sad about that as well.
No, not sad. Not sad. Very happy actually. Fellow trailfinder. No, I think Tomo's class. Like, she's so well rounded with her game. Her kicking, her boot is a joke. I miss doing kickoffs off that boot. Like, she's class. Also, I guess I don't know whether
we can move players.
I was going to say,
let's move them.
I don't know.
I feel like Ruby wants to move someone.
I want to move all of them everywhere, all the time.
I was going to mention Emma Orr as well. I feel like she's been class. I know she plays more 13, but I think she's been class. And then obviously you've got Tatiana Hurd, Jade Shekels. There's so
much to choose from, right?
Sure. I'm glad you said Tatiana Hurd, because I was like, do I have to really bring up another Red Roses player, guys? Like,
Ruby, is there anyone you'd put in the inside centres?
Look, I just think for the selectors, the amount of world-class outside backs is going to be too hard. Like, there's too many from all of your guys' teams out these ways. It's crazy. So one of my solutions is, depending on your game plan, what do you guys think about moving Parsons, who usually plays 11-14, into the midfield for go forward? Yeah. Like, it could be 12 or 13, like I said, depending on a game plan. But if we're talking inside backs, you chuck her at 12. Tatiana is going so great at the moment with triple threading, but if you want go forward off the scrum, especially if you've got Fianazzi or other eights that are carrying, you just hit her on a down line, bro. It'll open up teams, and then the outside backs get to just walk over and give them a rest instead of sprinting so much, So I think moving Parsons into that inside channel could not only be deadly, bro, it could also be less of a headache for selectors.
Nice. Yeah, I agree. Headache for selectors, but for us as rugby people, that's what we want.
100%.
Okay, so we go again this weekend. What are the you're the kid in school who just distracted everyone, right? And I'd be the one who would follow you and be like, Shaunagh has so much potential, but she keeps it next to Ruby, and she's not maximizing her potential. So this weekend, Ruby, what are you looking forward to? Which games are you looking forward to?
Oh, I'm buzzing for this weekend, because the mighty Manusina Samoa are going to play England, Red Roses, and I just think it's, to play the greatest team in the world, the journey they've been on to get there, it's just been a journey. It's been a journey for Mosos, and I think this is going to be a weekend they'll never forget. The scoreline might blow out, definitely won't sugarcoat it, but the experience is what's going to be important to take back to the Southern Hemisphere and grow our game.
Ruby, you have spoken and speak so passionately about Samoa and the journey that they've been on to get here, currently on, and how much they're developing as a nation. Why do you feel so passionate? Like, tell us a bit more about that.
Well, firstly, o te Awhakase Samoan. I'm actually half Samoan, if everybody doesn't know. So I actually could play for Samoa. My father was born there, and it means a lot. And I think it's Samoan culture is probably similar to a lot of other countries. It's family's everything, culture is everything. And so my heart just feels so much. I guess I've got personal connections to their journey. You know, I was at a couple of their fundraisers to come to the World Cup. My cousin, Cassie Siatanga, who's been the outstanding player, probably a little bit biased, but in my opinion, for the last couple of years, her kick from the sideline got them to the World Cup, qualified them. And she's been driving the girls around the park. Sorry, her mother actually passed away, and so she was unavailable. She pulled herself out and was unavailable for this tournament, which is it's just huge. And I guess on that, I'd just like to say roto te leo so ma le ainga atua o le whaakukas. Love out to you and your family. I know that was an easy decision pulling yourself out. But yeah, so it's, and I mean, that's just my family connection in the team. There's so many other things they've had to deal with. And Pody Lane, who is actually the sister, if you're wondering, you've seen the same name. She's the sister of Risa Liana in the Black Ferns. So, and I know for a fact she was going to get fired if, you know, her hours at work if she came. So she pulled herself out. Then they called her and were like, you got to come. So she started on the weekend, you know. So it's just been, there's so much going on in that camp. Just a massive shout out to Manusina Samoa and Sui, the captain, also all the best men. I just hope they live up every moment, and you guys know that we all support you, we all love you, and yeah, there's literally villages behind them.
Yeah, so a true representation of rugby is more than a game.
100%.
And like you say, the future. It's about the future, right?
Kuilunga!
For the future. Celia, what are you looking forward to?
I'm also looking forward to that game. Obviously, travelling up to Northampton. I think it'll be good. I think it'll be nice as well for hopefully some of the younger girls maybe in the Red Roses get a little shot. I think it's good again to go the game over here.
Shaunagh, because Celia copied me, can I change mine then?
Yeah.
She said she changed the Red Roses game, so obviously the Usos, but then fine, then I'll talk about the Black Ferns. The Black Ferns play in Japan, and Japanese are very fit, bro. They do not go away.
Yeah.
So, and I think the Black Ferns inside scoop, they might change the team around a bit just because every game's a trial these days for the World Cup for every team. So I'm looking forward to seeing the lineup because she copied me. Copycat.
Copycat.
Well, I'm going to be a triple copycat because I'm actually coming up to Northampton. I'm going to see my first.
Coming!
Nice. It's going to be good. It's going to be fun.
Rugby
We're all
World
gonna
Cup
be there.
game as a fan.
Nice.
Celia's
Let's do a
sightings.
meet up.
We'll try, maybe that's the aim. We'll try and get
Yes,
in.
get in.
We'll do
Yeah.
something that gets in Celia's
Okay, nice.
sightings. Oh, I said that really quickly. I'm so happy with myself. Celia, have we got any tips for Ruby, who's going to Exeter this weekend?
I have to say, no, I don't. I really don't. I'm sorry. But I do know someone that will. Miss Abby Brown. She's actually from Devon, from Exeter.
Also
so
GB7s that you
Yeah.
know
Bro, I
as
haven't
well.
seen her in a hot minute. Like,
exactly.
There you
Way
go.
back in Kids Cushy.
yeah, she was not only captain on the field, but she was captain after party too, you know.
Yeah.
So, okay, I'll
Not
know
much
their
has
job.
changed there, but yeah.
And Ruby, you're becoming a train. I'd normally say a train flanker to be polite, but you're not a flanker. You love a UK train, don't you? I've heard.
Bro, we don't have trains back home, so I don't get this whole thing. And like to me, I could have made. Sorry, I missed a train. I missed two trying to come
She's
here.
about to miss another one as well.
So I'm literally gonna miss the next one. I think my manager's like going like this on the side. But I thought you could run on still, but the lady was like, get back, because I thought it was still like it wasn't moving. So I thought they just opened the door and I could just go on.
No.
So
Once those doors are closed. They're closed.
I'm sorry,
You
bro.
get
I
behind that yellow
apologise.
line, lady.
I apologise to all the conductors out there, the punters, the pundits, everybody in England, man. I love you guys.
So you've had a lovely time so far, basically.
I just hope it gets better, right?
Oh, we've
What's
got to do a
that?
cheers.
Oh yeah, cheers to the
To
opening party,
Exeter,
man.
to Northampton, to the next weekend, to weekend 2.
It's weekend 2.
Weekend
To
2, World
weekend
Cup,
2.
baby.
Wait, can I finish
Bye.
with one more thing?
Absolutely.
Nah.
Ruby, have you ever seen these before?
What on earth? Digestives. Is that for people with bad stomachs?
Like a digestion
Yeah.
system, no.
It's a classic British biscuit.
With a cup of tea.
Yeah.
It looks like your guys' sense of humour.
It's a
dry.
gift.
No. She just mugged us off, Celia. Put in my cup of tea. Put it in my cup of tea. Right, Ruby.
No, grateful.
Let's say
Look,
bye to her, Celia. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Bye. This episode was brought to you by Royal London, the founding partner of the first ever British and Irish Lions women's team. Until next time, bye.
Bye.
For the love of rugby.
If you want to drop us a line, get involved with our socials.
Just search for @LoveOfRugby. And if you've listened to all our episodes and need another podcast, go and find Joe Marler's Things People Do.
See you next time.